From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Patriots are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. No gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go,
on second down, this is Harris. And some space here. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Nick Folk for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they'll begin by running the option. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Jackson running again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Open man is Duvernay. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Anthony Jennings in that time defensively. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On third down, here's Harris. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Throwing Jones. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The Patriots send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson now. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 26. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. He was trying to dance in around the sideline, but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they are definitely back on their heels after that run.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Harris. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
New England has found its lead running back, and it's Damian Harris. The Alabama man tied for 2nd in the league with 15 rushing touchdowns and was a game short of 1,000 yards.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to, and if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On the give, this is Harris. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They hand this off to Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And
As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage has already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
There you go.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Jones, another shot here after the pick six. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down and one less down to try and get it.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. 2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw is Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jones picked by a familiar face, his Bama teammate Jalen Armour-Davis. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 102 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to Dobbins on first.
And he stopped immediately there.
Hey,
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
What a change in this ball game in the fourth quarter, Charles.